We have some breaking news right out of Minnesota. Earlier today, we learned about the horrific targeting of Democratic senators. We have several new developments. First and foremost, let's start with the basics. The suspected shooter has now been identified.
Law enforcement sources tell CBS News that 57-year-old Vance Belter is the suspect seen here in surveillance video in the two early morning shootings in suburban Minneapolis. Belter is no stranger to Minnesota politics. He was appointed twice to the governor's Workforce Development Commission, most recently by Governor Walz.
And this tragedy has absolutely rocked the world.
Including Melissa Hortman, who I've had the great pleasure of knowing for half of my life. I first met her when I was 27 years old. She was 30. She asked me about what she thought, what I thought about her running again. And, I told her something that Paul Wellstone said, that the future does not belong to the cynics or those who sit on the sidelines, but the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams and who are change makers. So Melissa was a huge change maker, just amazing. She did a lot for this state.
Trump posts, "I have been briefed on the terrible shooting that took place in Minnesota, which appears to be a targeted attack against state lawmakers. Our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, and the FBI are investigating the situation, and they will be prosecuting anyone involved to the fullest extent of the law. Such horrific violence will not be tolerated in the United States of America." I'm happy to see Donald Trump being mature here. This does ring a bit hollow when Trump is constantly labeling the left as the enemy of the people. After Donald Trump made this post, it was reshared by his press secretary, Caroline Leavitt. This is when MAGA stoops to a new low. They started spinning bizarre conspiracy theories about this tragedy. The conspiracy theory goes that both Hortman and Hoffman voted against their party, and therefore were targeted for retribution. One MAGA fan added, "The two just happened to vote against free healthcare for illegal aliens last week. Just a coincidence?" Yes, there is such a thing as a coincidence, MAGA brain. "No coincidence," another MAGA simp replied. Okay, I guess there are no coincidences. Most likely an illegal or a far-left disgruntled Democrat who didn't like free healthcare being voted against by one of their own. Anyone with common sense should have that scenario as their first thought until proven otherwise. Just to be clear, this is called the fallacy of ignorance. It's where you basically just make up an answer and you say, "I'm gonna stick to this unless you can prove it wrong." That doesn't make it right. The shooter's friend and former roommate has now spoken, and he's demolished the conspiracy theories and painted a very disturbing picture.
Maybe dead shortly. So I just want to let you know that I love you guys both, and I wish it hadn't gone this way. I don't want to say anything more and implicate you in any way, because you guys don't know anything about this. But I love you guys, and I'm sorry for all the trouble this has caused. He was a loving, caring guy, loved his family, loved his friends, and loved God, and I don't know why he did what he did. It's not Vance. No one will believe this. No one that grew up. He had lots of friends, trust me. I wish I could have been there to stop him.
David Carlson could not walk out with any book that he was talking about, and that was because police had already come and gone, and they had taken a lot of his items, presumably as evidence. And you can see some people walking inside right now as we speak here. We even asked about Mr. Belter's political affiliations, and David Carlson, once again his roommate and best friend, known him since 4th grade, did say Belter voted for Trump and that he was a strong supporter, but he hasn't really talked about politics lately. And from what his friend knew, he had no idea that Belter was interested at all in local or state lawmakers as well. His friend didn't even know the names of the lawmakers who were attacked today.
Long story short, Trump is trying to look like the good guy while stoking the flames of violent retribution, and the MAGA simps are coping with conspiracy theories. I can't believe this is America.